What's going on, YouTube universe? What's going on, Mommy, Poppy, Kevin, Benny, George, anyone else who's watching? Welcome. So, I've been reading a lot of books, and as a part of my channel, and as a part of my whole overall thing that I'm working on is, working with Roxy Roca, upcoming musician, what I'm practicing, sharing what I'm practicing and what I'm learning. So Cannonball Adderley right now, and I want to share the books that I'm reading. I just want to share what I'm learning and what's gravitating toward, what's grabbing me right now. This is going to be kind of a riff, and I finally finished writing down all my notes from this really great book that I highly recommend for anyone to read if they want to read and check out. It's called The Icarus Deception. It's by Seth Godin, who's this awesome author and awesome dude. I know if you've been watching for a while or over time, you've probably realized I've been talking about the lizard brain. Well, this is where it comes from. The lizard brain is the resistance. It's the thing in your head that keeps you from pushing forward. So let me, and I got some quotes here on these note cards of things that kind of caught my attention around this theme. I'm going to talk about more things that I've learned from this book over time, but right now I just want to talk about these three because these three are kind of the ones that kind of stuck out to me in the current moment that I'm feeling. But over time, I'll probably come back to the books as I remember a certain thing, or I want to talk about a certain topic from that book or a certain topic in general. But let's talk about the resistance, or the lizard brain, as Seth Godin likes to talk about. The lizard brain is a wily beast, and it will go to extraordinary lengths to hide. It will start by denying its existence, poking holes in the arguments for making art. It will make you sleepy or distract you with some other more urgent task. It will sabotage your work so that no one sees it, so you won't be asked to do it again. The resistance will slow you or stop you or make you miserable if it believes that it can get you to hide again. So that's kind of, when I talk about the lizard brain, when I'm trying to record more YouTube videos, or just trying to record more in general, it's just like that fear of being a fraud, or that's another theme in this book, is being seen as a fraud. And or like what makes you think you can talk about this topic, Royce? What makes you think you're the expert on Cannonball Adderley or this person or jazz music in general? And that whole fraud syndrome kind of goes in line with that conversation I was having with Kevin Benny about like just being nervous about sharing my material and being viewed as like, well, what is this person going to think? What is that person going to think? I can't worry about it. I can't worry about what they're going to think, because what I'm doing is not for them if they don't like it. So the fraud is, and this is a quote from the book, you're a fraud and you know it. That's at the heart of the artist's fear of shame. Deep down, we're worried that we'll be discovered as the frauds that we know we are. What could possibly qualify you to do this? If you don't stand out, you'll never need to stand up, and no one will call you or what you say or what you do or what you believe. You're back in your comfort zone, but as we've seen, there's no safety left there. Everyone is lonely and everyone feels like a fraud. This is part of the human condition. Accepted. Now what? Which is awesome. He's just questioning you. He's like saying, all right, everyone feels this. Everyone deals with this syndrome. What are you going to do with it now that you know? And this is what I'm doing. I'm talking about it. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing my buttons. I'm pushing further. So I'm talking about this book and what I enjoyed about it, and I'm trying to continually to push. When he doesn't say push, the resistance, because you can't push it away. It's always going to be there. What he likes to say is you dance with it. Let's see if I can, another quote about fraud. It's like, what am I afraid of? What am I hiding from? What is holding me back from offering my best work? We're being held back by fear, the fear of being seen as a fraud. We don't want to put ourselves at risk as being seen as arrogant or acting with hubris, because the shame of being seen as a fraud lurks right around the corner. I mean, it's just, he's just kind of driving that theme home of just, it's not going to go away. You're always going to feel that way, and people are going to push against you. But is that going to stop you from doing what you need to do? And it kind of leads to a similar theme where he talks about fraud and shame. What I really enjoy is what he says. What I really enjoy about what he says about shame is it's a choice. So right here, the thing is, shame is a choice. It's worth repeating. Shame can't be forced on you. It must be accepted. The artist then combines courage with a fierce willingness to refuse to accept shame. Blame? Sure. Shame? Never. What is the shame in using our best intent to make art for those we care about? And, because while someone can attempt to shame you, shame must also be accepted to be effective. We can't make you feel shame without your permission. And, it just kind of... I don't know if there's really a theme here, and I could just be riffing, but I really enjoyed this book, and it's just kind of going back over these notes is just really making me think of that lizard brain, going back to the resistance, what's fighting you from not just making more art, but just pushing yourself out of your comfort zone because you're afraid of how you're going to be thought of. The lizard brain, my lizard brain being like, oh man, you're making all these YouTube videos. What makes you think you can make more of these YouTube videos or be outside of this? It's like, what makes you so special? It's like, well, nothing really makes me more special than the next person. But the fact that I'm doing it makes me more special than you. So that's kind of what I'm going to talk about. Is just, this resistance, the lizard brain. Where I was talking about before, the pushing of the resistance. Here it is. You're really not going to die. Not really. It only feels that way. The resistance will manufacture whatever emotions it can to persuade you to avoid dying or anything that feels like dying. It's pointless to deny these emotions, but you can embrace them. And that's kind of what I want to talk about, at least right now from this book. What I'm just kind of gravitating towards is just like, I want to try to talk more. I want to share more of the process. The last couple of videos that I've shared of me playing have been transcriptions. I really want to share more things that I'm working on in my practicing other than transcriptions, and just continue push myself to put more videos and grow this connection. So Icarus Deception, great book. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I mean, you can see on my little tabs and my notes. We'll talk more about it later. But while I'm here, let's talk about the themes. Don't accept shame. Shame has to be accepted, so no one can't shame you. The resistance, the lizard brain, is always going to be there. It's going to fight you. So what are you going to do? You're going to accept it and move on. And then the fraud syndrome. Everyone feels like a fraud. So are you going to accept being a fraud? No. So that's what I'm doing. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy this format of me talking about these certain themes from this book. I'll talk maybe more themes about it if you liked it. If you didn't, let me know. If I'll probably talk about other books as well that I'm reading, just because I want to share the process. I want to share the process over product. That's what I was talking about yesterday. So, yeah, this is kind of a long video of me talking, but I'm in a nice part of a park. Look at this. Trees! But if you're liking what you're seeing and you want to see more, click subscribe here. If you want to see some more videos, check out this video here. But I'm Royce Phillips. Click that like button. Let's create more art. Let's grow this thing. Let's do this.